everyone, welcome back to my channel today. Today's video, we are doing a February Dopes and Nopes. So I've been talking about doing my monthly favorites with this different spin on it for a while now, and I am finally doing it for you guys. So as you know, I do tons of PR hauls every single month, and I get tons of new products that I just don't have time to do dedicated reviews for. So what I've been doing is I've been putting everything in a box or a container, and I've been trying all the products throughout the month. So that way I can go on my list, make my notes about it, and let you guys know my final thoughts on the products after using them throughout the month. And I just thought this would be the most efficient way to review these products for you guys. By the way, I always get asked where I get my sweatshirt from every time I wear a sweatshirt in a video because it is freezing in my house right now. But I got this one at Nordstrom's and it says blonde on it. You can also get one that says like brunette on it, and I will have it linked down below for you guys. I'm gonna try to get better about linking my lip products and my shirts because I always get questions asked. So yeah, I will make sure to be doing that from now on. Also, make sure to click that subscribe button if you're brand new, so that way you can check out the PR hauls, see all the new products that are being launched with the really cool like PR packaging that a lot of these brands put a lot of thought into, which I think is amazing. And then also for the monthly Dopes and Nopes. So let's go ahead and get on into it. The first product that I want to talk about is one that I actually showed in my Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. This is the Flirt Cosmetics. This is a Major Metallics eyeshadow palette. I've been using this throughout the month. They did sponsor that video and they are not sponsoring this one. I just want to talk about it again, you guys. This palette is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I have been using this color and this color so much lately, and I've been telling myself that I need to like jump into this blue, which I'm planning on doing very shortly, just to play with. Like, if you see me with another colorful eye look, it's because I finally got the courage to jump into the blue. But I love these two colors. I love the formula of them. I think it's absolutely amazing. This is definitely a dope. I highly recommend it. The shadows just feel like butter. Here, I will swatch one of the colors that I absolutely love. This one is that bronze shade, which is going to be the perfect shade for summertime. Like, just imagine a really pretty like summery bronzy look. I actually did a makeup tutorial on my Instagram showing that color, and then I took this color right here and popped that in the center just to make it like, you know, stand out and pop a little bit more. It was really, really pretty. So I've really been enjoying that eye look, and the colors are just beautiful. Here, I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch the blue one for you guys so you can see just how beautifully pigmented these shadows are. Like, look at that. It just pops. Gorgeous, gorgeous shadows. I love the formula. They're easy to work with. That was definitely a dope throughout the month. All right, so the next product that I've been trying out all month has been the Benefit the Porefessional Pearl Primer. So I have been trying this out for a couple weeks since they sent it to me, and I think it's actually really pretty. It has a nice silicone base to it, so it really fills out the pores, and then it leaves a little bit of luminosity on the skin. So you can't really tell, but here, you can kind of see the luminosity that it gives to the skin. I think this was really nice, but I did find that I was getting little bumps and breakouts right here, which I'm not surprised because that's what I got with the other Porefessional, and I started getting the same thing here because I came out with like a breakout like over here, which is really random for me, and I was like, it has to be this primer. It has to be it. So I stopped using it, but I have to say that a really good alternative to this one that I absolutely love that does not break me out is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is the pore minimizing one. This one leaves that same luminosity to the skin, and it also blurs out those pores. So I feel like it does the exact same thing as the Benefit one, but it doesn't give me those little breakouts. So for me, this one is a nope, just because of my skin is kind of sensitive. I hate it sometimes. I feel like my skin has gotten not as sensitive as I've gotten older, but there's still some products that it's just finicky with. So I've actually been using this one a ton. It still gives me that same blurred out pore effect with that luminosity to the skin. So yeah, if you guys have find this one not working for your skin type, then definitely check out the Smashbox one. All right, so next up is this guy, and I'm going to already probably be repurchasing him very soon. So Farcelli sent me a couple of products. I have yet to try out the jelly highlighter because I was trying to save that for like a first impressions video, which I haven't gotten around to yet, but I've been using him since they sent it to me, and this is the Farcelli Rose Gold Elixir 24 karat gold infused beauty oil. This has actually replaced my Smashbox primer oil because, as you know, that one was running out, and I was like really excited to try this one out, but I was a little hesitant because I was like, am I gonna break out from this? But so far, no breakouts. I've been using it for a good month, and it's so cool. It has like little gold specks in it, and you just shake it up and put it on your hands and just rub it all over your face, and then put your other primers. Like I'll go in with my Smashbox primer right on top, and then I'll go in with my foundation, and it makes my foundation blend out beautifully, especially right now since I am so dry. But this has been a true lifesaver, and I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it, and I definitely recommend it. It is so good. I'm going to go, I think this is a smaller size. I think you can get a bigger size. I think. I don't know. If I can, I'm gonna order it off of Sephora because I definitely need to repurchase. It is, yeah, it is at the very bottom. It's at the very bottom. So I love this, and it has worked great for my sensitive acne prone skin. Next up, I have the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation Full Coverage Moisturizer. I asked you guys on Twitter if you wanted to see a dedicated review with this, like with a wear test, or if you just wanted to see it in my February Dopes and Nopes, and February Dopes and Nopes won. You guys were like, just put in the February Dopes and Nopes, talk about it, whatnot. There we go. So I have been using this ever since I got it from the Disneyland trip, which was like 3 weeks ago. So I've been using it ever since, and I love it. This is a shocker because I can't wear the CC cream. Each time I try to wear that CC cream, I always break out with pimples underneath my skin. I thought it was the SPF in it. I don't know what's in it, but my skin doesn't react well to it because I have done it so many times to where I've gone back and tried the CC cream and my skin still reacted the same way. I honestly thought my skin was gonna react the same way with this one because the SPF 50 in it. So I've been wearing it non-stop, and so far, so good, you guys. For a good like 3 weeks, I have not been breaking out. I've actually been wearing this on almost an everyday basis rather than my other foundations because it's a little bit more lightweight on the skin, and it's just really beautiful. It's not full coverage. It says that it's full coverage, but it's not. It's like a medium coverage, and you could probably build with it, but I still can't get a maximum like full coverage out of it. But it has a decent amount of coverage, and it's beautiful and lightweight on the skin. I definitely do get a little bit oily at the end of the day, but nothing too bad. But it is beautiful. The colors that I wear when I'm like kind of going between like my self-tan, when I'm really tan, I go neutral tan. And then when I start losing my self-tan, I go to neutral medium. And then if I completely lose my self-tan, I'm like, I think I'm shade fair light. But I love it. I have definitely I've used neutral tan a ton. You can see how much I've used of neutral tan. This is what neutral medium looks like. I haven't used as much, but this one I've used a ton of, and I really, really like it. So I definitely recommend this foundation. It's beautiful. This foundation actually isn't new, and I think I talked about this on Snapchat. They actually launched it last year because I don't know if you guys have cable or go to like buy, like if you have DirecTV, it's like around like the 250 channels. Every night, I would always see like the IT Cosmetics infomercials talking about the Bye Bye foundation. So they just relaunched it with different packaging and more shades, but I think it's absolutely beautiful on the skin, and I definitely recommend it. And I'm so happy that it works with my sensitive skin because I love even the CC cream. I love the way that looks on my skin, but it just breaks me out, and it really sucked, but this one works really well and it doesn't break me out. So this is a dope for me. All right, you guys, if you have sensitive acne, I feel like we have a trend going on in this video, but if you have sensitive acne prone skin, this next product is going to be a life changer for you because it's been a life changer for me, and I've had so many people ask me about like, what's my skincare routine? What have I been doing differently lately? And this product I feel like has done wonders. And this is the Dermalogica Calm Water Gel. I hauled this earlier in the month, and you can see how much I've used already. This stuff is so good. They actually came out with a booster too. Let me grab it. It's an ultra calming barrier defense booster, which you can put in your moisturizer. So you can put it in the Active Moist from Dermalogica, but it looks like this. But I actually have to say this one is a nope because of the packaging. I think the product would be great if it had better packaging. If they would have given it a dropper, it would have been a lot better. But with this packaging, I can't get any product out of it. It is so hard to like get, like it literally, here, I'll show you, it literally gets like barely any product out of it when you do that. You barely get anything. and it just makes it way too hard to get it out of there. So the packaging on this one is what makes it a nope for me because I can't get the product out of it, but the product inside is good. But back to this guy, he is a dope, and it's because it has truly changed my skin. I remember the first time that I tried it out, it was at night and I put it all over my face, and honestly, I felt like after like a couple minutes, my face instantly calmed down, like the skin instantly calmed down. It looked even, it wasn't red, it wasn't splotchy. It really just evened out and calmed down my skin, and my skin loves it. It doesn't break me out or anything. It's a really nice light gel. I don't want to use too much because I'm getting low on it, but it's a really nice light gel formula that just like, oh, it feels so, it just turns into water on the skin, but it's really good just because it calms the skin. This might be a little bit too lightweight if you have really dry skin, so I would suggest put this on first and then put on a heavier like moisturizer right afterwards if you have really dry skin. But if you have oily, acne prone skin, this is a savior, and I am obsessed. They actually even emailed me and they asked me like, happy Valentine's Day, we would love to send you like one of your holy grail products from Dermalogica. And I told them, I'm like, I would love the calm water gel. I go, I need a restock. And I remember even going to Ulta and they were sold out of it. So they're like, no problem, we'll have one in the mail for you. So I'm like, yes, I'm getting restocked in it, because you can see I'm slowly getting down to the bottom, and it really is so good. I use it morning and night, goes perfectly underneath makeup. I love it. So highly recommend this if you have sensitive acne prone skin. It is so good. I tried out quite a bit of skincare products this month, and one of them is the Origins product. So this is the Origins Original Skin Cleansing Makeup Removing Jelly with Willow Herb. So they also sent over that primer, which I haven't tried yet because I was saving that for a first impressions video, but I've been using this one since. You can see how much of it that I've used. I've used quite a bit of it. I removed my makeup every single night with this stuff, and I love it. I was really scared because back when I was in high school, a lot of Origins makeup and skincare would break me out so bad, and this one has not done that. So I'm like, yes, we have a hit. That's why I was saying, like, I feel as I'm getting older, my skin isn't reacting as like badly with products. I still get the, you know, the weird breakouts every so often, but I feel like it's not as like crazy reactive and sensitive as it used to be. But this stuff is so good. It removes my makeup so well. I go in with this first, lather it all over my face, it melts away my makeup, and then I go in with a cleanser, wash everything off again, and then I check with the micellar water to make sure everything's off. If everything's not off, then I go in with like another cleanse and then check with the micellar water again, and then I go in with my moisturizer. It's a really good makeup remover, and I love it that it's in a packaging like this because it makes it a little bit cleaner. I hate the ones where you have to like dig your hands into it and like take it out. This packaging is my favorite. I also really love the Dermalogica pre-cleansing balm, pre-cleanse balm. That one also is so good. So either of those are perfect, but this one was definitely a dope for me this month. All right, so here is another moisturizer that I've been trying out this month. This is the Drunk Elephant Pro-Teeny Polypeptide Cream. This is a really nice lightweight gel moisturizer. It's really good if you have oily, acne-prone skin. I love Drunk Elephant's products because one, the packaging, it just pumps right, you push down. I don't wanna like dispense the product, or actually I'll do a little bit. I'm gonna dispense a little bit out, see how that comes out right there, and then you scoop it up and you just put it on the skin. And honestly, this just melts right into the skin. It reminds me a lot of the Dermalogica Calm Water Gel. It reminds me a lot of the water cream from Tarte, where they just melt like water onto your skin. Really nice and lightweight, but still moisturizing at the same time. I love the ingredients in this one because it's very good for sensitive skin. But I have to say, like, out of the two, the one that I've been using the most is obviously the Calm Water Gel. This one has just been really good for my sensitive, like, splotchy skin. But I think this also is another good alternative and really good if you have that sensitive acne-prone skin that's oily. So I love it that they came out with a gel one because the other one, the whipped one, was just a little bit too thick for me. And this is like the perfect kind. So, and plus the packaging always gets me too. So this one was a dope, but I will be honest that I like this one a little bit more. All right, so another skincare, I promise you guys, I still have makeup, but I have another skincare product here. And this one I actually did not show on my social media. I don't know why. I think it's because I opened this before I left for Europe, and so it never really got shown. But this is from Origins. They actually sent me a bunch of like Bath and Body stuff. And this is the Ginger Souffle Whipped Body Cream. And oh my goodness, this smells so good. It smells amazing. Oh, I need this in a candle, you guys. I need this in a candle, but you can't really tell like how much I use because it's white, but it's a really nice body butter. And I love lathering my body with this stuff right when I get out of the shower. It just feels so good. And the smell is just amazing. I love the smell of it. They sent me another scent, but I forgot what scent that was. So this is the first one that I've been going through, and oh, so good. I'm telling you, go to Origins and smell Ginger Souffle. It is amazing. I remember my mom looking at it and she's like, do you have the ginger one? And I was like, what are you talking about? She goes, you have to have the ginger one. And I looked at it and I was like, oh yeah, this one's ginger. And she's like, she had to open up and like smell it immediately because it smells so good. I highly recommend this one. And the body butter is just very, very moisturizing on the skin. Oh, I love it. All right, so next up I have a bronzer here, and this is from The Balm. These are their brand new bronzers here. This is the Take Home the Bronze, and this one is an Oscar. So I have been using this one nonstop since I've got it. I haven't even been going into my Marc Jacobs one. Here, you can kind of see how much I've used of it already. I'm wearing it today on my cheeks. I love this bronzer. It goes on beautifully, doesn't go on patchy. It looks beautiful on the skin, and the shade is perfect for my skin tone. So highly recommend them. They have 3 different shades. Again, Oscar is like my go-to shade and I love it. I've been using it nonstop, which is crazy because I have been using my Marc Jacobs one, which I finally hit pan on. I'm waiting for them to relaunch it so I can buy another one, but I've been using that one nonstop. And when I got this one in the mail and tried it out in that video, I think I tried it out in the Beauty Bakery video. Ever since then, I've been using this one nonstop, like every single time I do my makeup. So highly recommend these. These are dope. By the way, if you're wondering, you can get the balm at Kohl's. I had no idea. And then one of you guys commented that down below in that video and I was like, what? I did not know you get it at Kohl's. So check it out there. We are going through a ton of products in this video, you guys. So sorry if I'm talking fast, I'm just trying to get it all in. But the next product that I really want to talk about are the Jouer blushes. She came out with 3 different duos, I believe. I think there's 3 different ones. But this one is the only one that I keep going back to and use it every single day. It is beautiful. This is the Adore Blush Duo, so it has Adore Me and Hold Me. And these colors right here are beautiful colors. I'm wearing it today on my cheeks. I love it. What I do is I take my blush brush and I go into both colors, so I mix them both and then pop them on my cheeks. One has a sheen and one is more matte, but they look beautifully by themselves, but I love just pairing them together, like, you know, blending them together. It goes with every look and just glides beautifully on the skin, like second skin, not splotchy, pigmented, but not overly pigmented. The packaging is stunning as well. This is my favorite duo out of the collection. So if you have like my kind of skin tone, then I think you would really enjoy this shade or this duo. All right, so next up I have a couple of highlighter palettes that launched and I'm gonna talk about both of them real quick. So the first one here is the MAC Cosmetics one. This is the Hyper Real Glow. They came out with 2 different palettes. One is a little bit more of like pinky rose gold tone, and this one has more of those golden tones in it. It is really, really beautiful. Here, I'll go ahead and swatch one for you right now. Looks like that. It's a really beautiful highlight and I love it that they came out with it in a palette. Like MAC has not come out with something like this ever and it makes me so happy to see them do this. But I have to say that these highlighters really, I don't know why, but they're just not my favorite. I don't know if it's like the texture of them that I don't like. I feel like they're not like super fine and thin. Like they are thin, but they're not like super, super thin. And I don't know, it's like the texture that doesn't really like win me over with it, to be honest. So what I want to talk about was the Over one that came out. And this is the Feelin' Myself highlighter palette. So you get Blissful, Pillow Talk, and Rodeo Drive in here. And they look like this. You can definitely tell that you definitely get less product in here, but I love Over highlighters. They are so good, and Rodeo Drive is beautiful. Here, let me show you Rodeo Drive. Like this one just feels like a cream on the skin. Like, I feel like the MAC one really emphasizes texture, and the Ofra ones just look like second skin. So I have to say, out of the two palettes that launched this month, I would go for the Ofra one, plus this one is $10 cheaper. The Ofra one retails for $29. You can get it at Ulta Beauty or their website. If you guys use my code Madison30, you'll be able to save money off of it. But I truly like these ones more than the MAC Cosmetics one. This one is $39.50 on Ulta or MAC Cosmetics or Nordstrom's. Wherever you can buy MAC is where you can get it. But I just, like, that's what it is. I've been trying this one out a ton. Like, it's not like I've just used it like once or twice. I've used this one a ton, but each time I use it, it just isn't my favorite highlight, and I really love the Ofra Cosmetics palette one better. So I definitely recommend this one, and I like it how they have a good shade range in it too. And I just think the highlighters are really beautiful on the skin. So I definitely recommend Ofra over the MAC one. So the MAC one for me was a nope, and the Ofra one was a dope. Look at what we have here. We have the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. I feel like I've talked about this mascara in so many videos lately. I tried it out in one of my first impression videos. I think it was the Sephora one, the one where I got the makeup on sale. I think this is when I tried that one out. And then I also talked about it on the Sephora's bestseller list, the video that I also did. Definitely check those ones out. They're really good. You know, shameless shout out there. I talked about this a couple times, and I don't want to be like a broken record with it, but I read a lot of your guys' comments, and like a lot of you guys, which a majority of you actually agreed with me on this mascara, how it was just clumping the lashes so bad. And then a couple of you guys actually gave me recommendations on how to use it. You basically want to try to get all the excess product off of it and then go through it. I really just don't find it giving my lashes a great look, to be honest. It just isn't my cup of tea. It's very wet, and I don't know. It just isn't my cup of tea. I'm sorry. I know that some of you like this and some of you have the same problems that I have with it, but for me, it's just a nope. It just doesn't work. And I've talked about this a lot, so I don't want to talk about it anymore. It just made me look like I had spider lashes, and I've tried it and tried it and tried it, even with like taking off the excess product. The formula just isn't for me, but my holy grail mascara is from Benefit, and it's the Roller Lash. The Roller Lash is amazing, but this one just did not work for me. All right, so next up is one that I haven't really seen a whole lot of people talk about, and I've used this also in a couple of videos already, and I love it. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Eye Primer. This eyeshadow primer is amazing if you have dry eyelids. So I have the NARS one, which is really good if you have oily eyelids, but since I have dry eyelids, it looks so bad on my, like, it literally just dries out my eyelids, and my like eyeshadow just does not blend properly at all with it. But this one is amazing. I love this. Here, it looks just like a pencil right here. It also adds a good amount of coverage to the eyelid. It's very, very hydrating, yet when you put your eyeshadow on it, it's not slipping around either. So I have been really, really loving this. I've been using it nonstop. I use it every single day. It is amazing. I think they did a really good job with this, and I'm surprised I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it, but this has been like my new favorite eye primer, and I believe it just launched this month. I don't think you can get it at, you might be able to get it online at Ulta, but I know you can definitely get it on TarteCosmetics.com. But it's really good, really, really good. So if you have oily eyelids, I probably would stay away from it. But if you have dry eyelids or normal eyelids, you will love it. All right, so I have another mascara that I was trying out this month, and I feel like it was a bad month for mascaras. I really do. But this is the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara. I hated this thing. Oh, I hated this thing. It made my lashes so clumpy. It made them really clumpy and just flaky. I just did not like it whatsoever. Oh, God, I think I like certain type of mascaras, and I just need to stick to those type of mascaras. I like the more lengthening mascaras. Like here, I think I have it, haha. I have it in my drawer in front of me. Ow, I just slammed my finger. But this is the Tarte Man-Eater one. This one I love. I love this one. I love the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I use that one all the time. It didn't get spidery like the other one did. This one was just very clumpy on certain portions of it, and then it was just flaky. It just wasn't cute, and I did not like it. So this was, I think it really comes down to your preference of your lashes and then like how your lashes are. All our lashes are differently, and we all like our lashes to look a certain way. and I didn't like the way that they looked after using this. So this one was a dud for me. Okay, so now we're gonna get into some palettes real quick that I've been trying out this month. First off, oh my goodness, you guys, Urban Decay Naked Palette. What a throwback. So they sent this out for Valentine's Day and I've been using it nonstop. Oh my goodness. I'm actually wearing Half Baked on my lid. Who remembers this palette? I actually have to say that this is the only Urban Decay palette that I did not own. I owned all the other ones, but I did not own the first one. These were such a cult classic back in the day. I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial using OG products that YouTubers used to rave about. Back when it first, back when Beauty Gurus started in like 2012, I think is when it really kind of started taking off. I remember so many OG products that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use like that. Remember the MAC one that Jaclyn Hill always used, that concealer, the Pro Longwear concealer? I'm gonna go get some of that. I'm gonna be doing just a throwback video to it all because I miss it. I miss those days. And I love this palette. This palette is such a good palette. I do wish that they had like one lighter shade in here. Maybe like a nice kind of light shimmery cream shade. I think that would be really pretty. But other than that, I think the palette is beautiful and I love it. So I've been using this one nonstop. This is a dope. Even though it's an old palette, they sent it out to us and I was like, oh, I've never had this one and it was so nostalgic for me. Another palette that I want to talk about is eyeshadows that Makeup Forever actually sent over to me. This is not a palette, this is just a palette they created. You could buy these eyeshadows in little singles right here, but I've been using this palette and this palette is also really pretty. The eyeshadows are really pretty. I'm actually wearing them on my eyes today, but I really blended them out so they're not as pigmented or like vavoom, you know? So what I did is I used this one to set my lid. I use this one in my crease, and then I use this one on the outer portion of my crease to add a little bit of definition, but I blended it out a lot just to keep it soft. So these ones were easy to use, very beautiful, loved it. Definitely recommend the Makeup Forever single eyeshadows. And plus, I like the fact of how big they are. They're very, very big. All right, so next up I have the Too Faced White Peach palette right here. This one looks like this, and you can see I've used it quite a bit. I actually really like this palette. You know, surprisingly, I didn't think I was going to because the colors are so neutral. I didn't think that they would be very pigmented or anything, but I really like the formula. They're very creamy, easy to blend, easy to work with. I really enjoy this palette. I do wish they had like maybe like one more deeper tone in there. It's a little too soft for my taste, but I definitely can like deepen up the creases using this color right here on the grill, and then also the Sweet Fig one right there. But it's a pretty palette. Would I recommend this to everyone? No, it really comes down to if these colors speak to you or not, because this isn't like an every person palette. So this one, I just like the formula of it. The formula was really nice, and I did use it quite a bit throughout the month. So I have to say it's dope for that reason, but I would say if it doesn't speak to you, don't get it because the colors are just a little bit more toned down. But the formula is really good. I'm not, that right there, the formula is nice. All right, so I also have another palette from Tarte Cosmetics that they sent out. This is the Double Duty Beauty Shape Your Moneymaker. They actually sent it out in a PR package with this eyeshadow primer, and then also everyone asked me about those brushes. Those are from Tarte, so they sent those over too, but I haven't even used them yet because I'm not really into those brushes for, you know, contouring and stuff. But this is what the palette looks like right here. I've used this one quite a bit as well. I've been really just setting the palettes next to me and being like, okay, switch off from this day, switch off for like this video, like try this out. I've been really trying to use everything multiple times so I can really talk to it. And this one is beautiful. I have to say the only ones I don't use are these two shades right here. I haven't used those, but I have used these quite a bit. And I think it's a really pretty palette. I love the kind of warm tones that it has, and I love the shimmers in it. Like, oh, they're so good. So good, look at that. Oh, so good. I love, love, love that shimmer shade. Cut is gorgeous. And yeah, so this palette is definitely a dope for me, but I think that this palette has definitely colors that you could get in other Tarte palettes, so I wouldn't like recommend getting your hands on it unless you don't have these colors in your collection. But I love the formula. It smells like chocolate, smells bomb, and I really like the colors, especially that one right there. Oh, this one is gorgeous. I love that one all over my lid. All right, so I think this is the last eyeshadow palette that I have for this month. This is the Balm Meet Matte Shoemaker one. And it looks like this. You get a big mirror in it, and then you get these colors, which I love it that they did it where they like correspond with each other. The ones that I really dabbled in the most have been this one on this side right here. I believe it was what video? I had a lot of you ask me like what I used on my eyes in that video. I can't remember the video that it was in. If I can remember, I'll have it pop up on the screen. But I did my eyeshadow look with those two colors only. And I got so many compliments in that video. These eyeshadows are really nice. I think they're really beautiful, and I like it how they correspond with one another, but I have to say, honestly, I get the most use out of these ones. These ones speak to me more, but other than that, I'd be like, it's okay. It's not like the best palette because I feel like I want more in it. And that's it. I just mainly come into this palette for these colors right here. So this is a meh for me. It's like, I like it, but it's not like a holy grail. All right, so last but not least, I have the Flirt Cosmetics Matte Liquid Lipsticks. This one right here is Bash Love, which is the one that I'm wearing on my lips right now. I know I'm gonna get questions asked. I'll have that link down below too. And then also another one that I love is Scallywag. So I showed these also in the video, and I love the formula of these. These are so good and they stay on, and I love, love, love the colors. I highly recommend the liquid lipsticks, you guys. I love the formula of them, and the colors are beautiful. These are definitely my favorite too. They're dope. I've been wearing them nonstop. Another thing that I usually get asked in like videos, and I have been wearing these a ton in my recent videos, and yeah, I need to get better at listing that. I used to have a section like what I'm wearing in there, but I took that out. I need to get better. So I'm like writing down like little notes on my notepad in front of me of what I'm wearing, so that way I could list those for you guys and link them. But I definitely love these liquid lipsticks and highly recommend them. Been wearing them nonstop this month. All right, so I think I covered a ton of products. I don't think I got through everything that I hauled this month, but I got through a ton of products. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments down below, and I will be sure to include it in the March one. But this was really fun to try out this much new makeup this month, you guys. This was so much fun, and it really got me to using the stuff that I am hauling like all the time. So I'm going to be continuing these. I hope you guys love these monthly dopes and nopes and you love this idea. If you do, make sure to give a thumbs up. Comment down below what you want to see in next month's dopes and nopes, so that way I can start like my list and my notes on it, and that way I can include it for you guys. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in my next video.